no shortage of nice little back roads, nice sweepers, give it off. Think about this bike, it's, like I mentioned earlier, the power so linear, really just comes on nice and smooth, nothing to worry about, no danger involved. Like now, just hit it now, see, just takes off, so easy, nothing to worry about. If you're a learner or anything, it just gets on this bike for the first time, you can just get here, treat it on fourth gear, give it to it now, look at that, nothing, no drama whatsoever. A perfect bike not to get into any sort of trouble. Unlike if you're riding a powerhouse and the power band comes on strong, then all hell breaks loose at the time. So that's what you've got to look at. And this one here, really nice. Look at that. Fifth, sixth. Just a great little bike. Bit of a joke, but if Enfield made bikes this good, I wouldn't have to bought 15 of them. Yeah, but they never. Although I will say one thing, the new Interceptor they brought out now is really the pick of the bikes. Really good bike, the new Interceptor. So if you're looking for something a bit classic, they'd cost you about $1,200 more than one of these, and you know, good bike. The other ones, well, you're on a nostalgia run and you've got to go with the crap that goes with it. But this is a nice little road, this. Look at that. Apart from the wind, really windy today, so it's a bugger of a day for wind. Looks like they've only surfaced this by the amount of gravel on the road. But no, I think somebody just coming into the sport, or a learner, this is a perfect bike. It's impossible to beat it for this sort of dollars. The only person that wouldn't be happy is somebody is maybe dropping from 100 horsepower down to 50, and I can understand that, because, you know, like earlier on when I mentioned I did a lot of work on the Miata factory turbo car and then upgraded it to double or triple the power. Sometimes it just goes to your head and you want more. But in fact I sold the Miata to a guy in Australia, and he's now running it on, it was running on 98 ROM when I was throwing 300 rear wheel horsepower, and he's now running 350 rear wheel horsepower on E10. So he was fairly happy with that. But I had the car 8 years, so I had it a long time, and I had seen a lot of cars come and go when I had the Miata, and at one stage I had the factory turbo Miata, and I also had the factory supercharged Lotus Elise, and you know, like, if you ask which was the more fun, well, the Lotus killed it in looks, and anywhere you went it got a lot of attention. The Mazda, well, it was probably as quick, but turbos don't sound as good as superchargers, and when you're on a supercharged machine and you hear those turbos or the supercharger whistling along as you're going, it's like music. Like, I did a couple of runs and put it up on YouTube, a video of me on in the Miata, and you know, all I've got is high speed runs in that in the Northern Territory, where we're on the Lotus. I've got the opposite, where that was a wild little turn, where I've got the supercharger whining at high speed, and I think really nothing beats the sound of a supercharger. They really sing. So that bit aside, good. But back to this bike. I don't know, it's a great little bike to go down. I don't really know long term if I'll be doing any dirt road riding now. I would on the XR190 because I feel comfortable on that one, but this one here just seems more of a larger bike, which I'm not used to, and 190 I didn't have any hesitation taking it out and running it up the dirt through the paddock, so I think this is just a good one to go along these roads, go for a run along these tracks, enjoy yourself that way. In a more experienced hands, well, they can do a lot more. I haven't talked about the slipper clutch lately, but gee, that clutch is good. You can come down at that and listen to it backfiring as you're coming down through these corners. So if I get it again.